Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. What we have here is a 2007 Toro Recycler, model 20067. A friend of mine called me yesterday and said he had seen this on the side of the road in beautiful Myakka City, Florida. So I waited till after dark so I wouldn't waste daylight fixing other fine machines. Went out there 30 minutes one way and snatched this thing up. When he had called me, I said, "Is it a complete unit?" He said the handle's attached. He didn't describe any of the other abnormalities that we see. We got a lot of rust here. And the handle is rusty. We'll look at that. So I'm double turning it right away just to the fact of the rust. The handle was actually folded down. It was not upright. So I think this thing, the handle was lying on the dirt. The whole bottom side of the handle here has got surface rust on it. Actually here it rusted itself through. So I'm thinking this is going to be a parts unit. I can use all the plastic assembly here, the personal pace mechanism on another machine. The cable integrity is good. I can reuse the cables. So this thing has got a lot of rust through under the battery tray. And right around the quick wash. I see this a lot with the rust around this quick wash. This tends to trap moisture and it'll start rusting. Anytime you see these quick washes on any of the other brands, I always find rust or rust through. So let's start looking this thing over, see if it was maintained, this 2007. Well used oil. There's enough in there. It's above the bottom hole. It could use a little more, but it needs to be changed. Extremely well used motor oil. The rear wheels, both of them are locked up. I had to dance it along on its tippy toes. The front wheels do move. Rear wheels are all locked up. So you see all the debris on the deck. I believe somebody used a chainsaw around this at some point recently. Probably after Hurricane Ian, they had some trees down. You see a lot of chainsaw use around this thing. Maybe they worked around it and thought this thing needs to go to the street, at which point I scooped it up. Let's look at the air filter. Tank is dry. I looked at that. This is crusty and rusty. There's a lot of dirt on the back side of the air filter. So this thing wasn't doing its job, or did its job very well. It trapped most of it. Some of it got by. You can see daylight on some of these pleats. Since we have no fuel in this, I'm going to happy juice it. Nitro, just to see if this thing fires off. It is a priming unit. It is a 6.5 horsepower. This sticker's missing. I'll still be able to pull on the recoil. That didn't last long. I got a mediocre pull out of it and it won't recoil. So I think we're dead in the water on the 2007. Let's try it again. Well, hell, that was unexpected. Let me get some real combustible material, put it in the tank. This might be a runner with a crappy deck. Hold on, go get me a Mountain Dew and 2 donuts. That'll be enough. Let me remove the double turds. I'll have to take those away. I jumped the gun on the 2007. It may not be the double turd. The primer works. The fuel's hitting the roof of the carburetor, so that's not an issue. This thing may continue to run. Let me pull on it. Okay, that created a big dust storm and it kicked up a bunch of bugs. They're all scattering for dear life. So I'm knocking it down to one turd, just due to deck integrity. So this turned out to be a worthwhile trip. 30 minutes one way to scoop up this 2007. So I'll salvage the engine. This Quantum 6.5 I can use on another machine. It does not appear the tank is leaking, which is a common problem with these Quantum tanks. It's dry on the other side. So this will be a great replacement for another unit. Deck's going in the trash. Rear wheel drive is locked up. I may be able to salvage the tires, but the bushings are probably rusted stiff on both sides. That's why I can't get this thing to roll. And cables are acceptable. I can reuse both cables, drive cable and the safety brake cable. So there you have it. Thanks for coming out, checking out Tommy Time. We've got a single turd here. I improved its rating from double turd down to one turd. Rear wheel drive, Toro Recycler, personal pace. We'll do something with the engine. So we got something to work with on another project. Appreciate you kids and cadets coming out. Please like and subscribe. Thanks to all my new viewers who've come out in the last several weeks. And as always, tip your waitress and wait staff. They're doing an awesome job. Have a good day today.